Are your actions congruent with your words? Yeah.
What else would they be?
I don't know. I don't know you, so that's why
You
I'm
don't
trying
know?
to get to know you.
Yeah, we're here to know each other. Of course they are. Yeah, I'm a positive man. I'm a positively inspirational and motivating person.
Do you think?
In fact, I would basically guarantee that 99% of men are lying at least 80% of the time.
Really? That's a bit bold.
What's up, Get Fit fam? Welcome back to Authentic Alphas. I got your girl Candy back with me again, and we are gonna respond to some Tate's speech. So what's up, Candy?
What's up? I'm really excited about this topic. Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there, talk to the ladies, and well, I'm not getting out anywhere. We're doing it through here, but I want to ask women, all English-speaking women, what did they think about Tate? Some women have heard of him. Most women haven't. So prior to me asking you, have you heard of him before I asked you or no?
I did hear about him. I knew his name because I heard bad things. Like just mostly the part just like he hates women, kind of just that part mostly. I'm like, okay. But it just slipped my mind. It wasn't really something at the time that mattered until you kind of like brought it to my attention, and I wanted to kind of learn about the topic, who he is a little bit more, since I don't really personally know him or what's going on. But now I kind of get an idea. I got an idea.
Propaganda is very dangerous, man. It's very dangerous when people make up their mind about something based on what they heard, and what they heard was disingenuous to begin with. It's the way the elites run the world, man. They program people. Oh,
I agree.
Yeah, so it's a terrible travesty. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and play a clip. It's a clip that I let you hear because I'm trying to limit it to just one clip per female, so it's not like all over the place. It's not sensory overload, and I want women to basically just focus on listening to him themselves. That's the goal of this, guys, is for it not to be, yeah, I heard about him. No, I want you to hear him. I don't want you to hear about him. I want you to hear him. And then we can get an understanding of how women feel when they actually get to hear it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. All right? Let me put this on, guys, because I just woke up and the fucking Miami sun's in my eyes. All right, ready and action.
Actions congruent with your words? Yeah.
What else would they be?
I don't know. I don't know you, so that's why I'm
don't
trying
know?
to get to know you.
Yeah, we're here to know each other. Of course they are. Yeah, I'm a positive man. I'm a positively inspirational and motivating person.
Okay, what do you do that's motivating?
I inspire people to tell the truth, I think.
Okay.
And I think a lot of men live in a world now today where they have to lie.
Do you think?
In fact, I would basically guarantee that 99% of men are lying at least 80% of the time.
Really? That's a bit bold.
I think it's true because I think that...
So men are liars?
Men are liars. Women are correct. Men are liars. Women wear makeup because men fall in love with what they see. And men lie because women fall in love with what they hear. Men are liars because men are in constant competition with other men. And they have to find a way to be competitive. And the easiest way to be competitive is to lie. If you can sit there and convince a woman that you're rich because you bought her a $100 or £100 meal, that's what you're going to do. It's a lot easier than becoming rich. And women believe it. And as long as women are stupid enough to believe it, men are dishonest enough to lie.
For me personally, I'm the type of woman that it's actions rather than words. I don't get fazed by...
Actions can be a lie. You think flowers can't be a lie? You think flowers, 25 pounds on a phone call to some dickhead delivery dude can't be a lie?
No, but there's some good men that it wouldn't even enter their head that that's a lie. So I feel like everything you're doing is just very calculated.
Life is calculated. All men
not.
lie.
It's really not.
Men lie because, life at the upper echelons, at the highest echelons of life is absolutely and utterly calculated. Every single man at the top echelon of life is a calculated man. You don't get there by accident.
Okay, so do you want to get to the top?
I'm already at the top echelon of man. And when you're at the top echelon of man, it's a very, very calculated process. You don't get there by accident. Nothing good in life happens on accident. When you say men don't lie because you believe in actions, I'm saying a lot of actions are lies.
You heard my boy. He's over here seducing this woman. But for the first question is, how do you feel about Andrew Tate?
I think he's very straightforward. He likes to speak his mind, and I see nothing wrong with that. I like that. I like to do the same. You have to be honest in this world. So that's what I think so far about him. I don't know him personally, but from what I've seen and what I research, I just think he's a pretty straightforward guy.
Okay. Do you think that he's a misogynist?
I think that was definitely taken, or maybe exaggerated from, like, I've seen videos and I did my own research. People actually did their own research. A lot of times the algorithm is just so aggressive that a lot of people just get stuck at seeing like one bad thing. And they're not really looking behind that. They're not really looking at the story. So I don't think he is. My personal opinion, I don't know the dude, but I don't think he is. From the few clips that I've seen, just because he said certain things, I might not certainly agree with, but I don't think he's a misogynist now.
Okay. Well, I happen to know he's not a misogynist, but I just think the propaganda nowadays is hella lazy. Like, I'm not even mad at propaganda because, you know, if you want to persuade people to do what you want, you got to manipulate them. You got to throw some propaganda in there. I'm upset that the propaganda is so damn lazy. It's like, criticize another race, you're racist. It's like, no, you could just be stating facts. You know, point out certain things about women that aren't flattering, you're a misogynist. It's like, no, that's not the definition of misogynist. So I think people nowadays are told how to feel about things rather than people just given information, and they rely on their own intelligence to come to their own conclusion. And that's what the compulsory school system is all about. It's about teaching kids what to think, not how to think, what to think. And the key thing to raising children is instilling independence in them, mental independence, as well as physical and emotional independence. That's what raising children is all about, getting them to learn how to problem solve on their own, how to figure things out on their own. So when I say, you know, people are low IQ and low intelligence, I mean that literally, because intelligence is not based on how much you know. That's a misconception. Intelligence is not based on how much you know. That's not what IQ is based on. IQ is based on your problem-solving skills, how you come to accurate conclusions. So there's people that think they're intelligent because they know a bunch of shit. Most of it being false anyway. They were just programmed with a bunch of lies. And they think because they got a bunch of pieces of paper that says, I memorized this and I memorized that and I memorized this and that I'm smart, I'm intelligent. No, you're misinformed. But my second question is, do you agree or disagree with this particular clip? Not Tate in general, but just this particular comment that he made about men's propensity to lie, to be dishonest.
Yes, I do. I think men do have, just like women, we all have a heart. We all have our own part of this world where we have to act accordingly, where we have to go against the social standards and like show people what we believe in. And it's really hard to show people because it's like freedom of speech, right? We say that, but it's kind of hard to be yourself. And I do agree with what he says. You have to lie. You have to be somebody else. You have to be confident. You put on a mask. Everybody does. And yes, I feel like he's a strong man. Whatever he's going through right now, I think how he answered it was well. I think women can be very intimidating as well, because I certainly felt like I saw, when I looked at the interview myself, I saw the lady, I think it was just immediately from her face, like just judged, or I'm not really sure, like she was trying to figure out, but she didn't already like him. And I think at that point it's also like intensifying to see, because that's kind of how I feel women can instigate, like with how they look at you. And he answered really well. He answered very honestly, and he wasn't pushed by it or anything. I think he did really well, so I agree.
I think she's intimidated by him because she likes him. I think that makes her uncomfortable that she likes him. And I think it also makes her uncomfortable that he's not as mentally weak as the majority of the men that she interviews. She's usually able to lead guys into saying something that's going to make them look stupid, or that's going to support her narrative. She's usually able to orchestrate the narrative of her interviews. So I think Tate makes her a little uncomfortable because she's put in an awkward position. It's like, I could just agree with this guy because he's right, but then that would make me lose my identity because of who she's supposed to be and what she's supposed to stand for. Her show is grilling. So she's supposed to be grilling guys. Like, she's supposed to be asking them tough questions and, you know, getting to the bottom of it. So I think she felt like if she agreed with Tate, that it would make her look weak. You know what I mean? And I don't, you know, she's not prepared to give up that aspect of her ego. But then on the other hand, if she tries the tactics that she's used to, it's going to fail miserably, and now she's going to look stupid. So I think that's kind of what she's struggling with now. I don't want to admit to the world that I kind of like this guy and I agree with him, but at the same time, I don't want him to demolish me in debate should I try to go against him. So question number 3, do you find Andrew Tate attractive? And this is, objective. I'm not saying do you want me to give you his number or anything. I'm just saying, objectively speaking, do you think he's an attractive man?
Yeah, I think he's an attractive dude. Yes.
Okay. Would you consider him? Would you consider him a high value man? And the fact that he's a millionaire just being a small component of that? Because I don't want you to misunderstand the question, because a lot of people think we're just talking about money. And it's like, well, I guess obviously he's a high value man because he's rich. But no, I'm saying if his wealth was 20% of the criteria, if it was 1/5 of the criteria, would you consider him a high value man?
When I think of a high value, like what he speaks is so, it can be harsh and so straightforward, but I feel like it's realistic. It's realism. Like a lot of people are afraid to speak their feelings. And so, yeah, I think he has high values in just like how someone should be, how they should, if they want more, they should go get more on their own like that. If you want it for yourself, you should get it. And I think he's that example for that. From what I've researched, again, I don't know him in person. I know who he is, but I think just the fact that he's just honest and straightforward is really a great big step and a lot of value in that. So, yeah.
Okay. So number 4 is, do you think he should be banned from social media?
No, I don't. I think that there's a lot of artists, a lot of a lot of people in this world already being idolized for a lot of wrong things, and I think that he is just another person that is a victim to social media. A lot of people are creating these stories, and he's being banned over that story, and I'm not really sure how else to avoid that when you're just a person. So it's it's really hard, but no, I don't think he should have been banned. I think that everyone, if you truly believe freedom of speech, then you should take your time to understand why someone is speaking so honestly about how they feel.
Okay. Well, bring me to my last question here is, what do you think about freedom of speech on social media? Do you feel like freedom of speech is all encompassing? Like it's all just one thing, how you express yourself, what you can say, what you choose to say? Or do you think that there needs to be certain environments where you can have freedom of speech, and then other environments where you can't, so to speak, and social media being one of those environments, because supposedly these are private companies and they do own and provide these platforms, and these platforms are for the most part free. So, is there some argument for them being able to police people's speech when it's not violent and when it's not necessarily cursing? Because I find that interesting, because you can say cuss words on Instagram and stuff like that, but yet supposedly this guy is dangerous to children.
There is definitely there's a lot in the social media realm that is allowed, that they say or portray that that's against the rules. And that's also part of my own research. Again, Google is your best friend, guys. Research, look, read. There's a lot more other articles that are not just negative. There's articles that actually speak on facts. And I already know from TikTok algorithm, it's very aggressive. So when there's something negative, it just pushes a lot out of the negative, and it's not even really from the main source. It's from different other people creating accounts to push that negative commentary and to put it in your mind. So the social media, I'd say freedom of speech, like it's really like freedom to post whatever you want, and a lot of them allow that. A lot of the social media platforms allow that because from what I also read, people want to crash. There's people who believe and there's people who don't. Like that's how a lot of people can, grow, and that's more interesting, this, that. what I feel freedom of speech for him, like if you were to speak, you definitely for yourself as well. You can have, I definitely believe in being honest to yourself and being honest with other people, but make sure when you are being honest to choose what you say very carefully, because what you can say could be misconstrued and taken completely different out of context from what you already said. So you have to be careful with how honest and how much you want to give, how much honesty you want to give. And at this point, he's in a higher value. I feel like he knows his value. He knows what he's going through. He knows what he's doing. And he's able to express himself that way.
Right.
So, right. So I totally agree and feel strongly that a lot of it's just social media. A lot of it's young kids pushing this.
No, it is absolutely.
Nowadays.
That was part of his strategy. So, I mean, I definitely don't think this is like, some kind of accident, like he made a mistake, he messed up. No, he knew what he was doing. And also, the irony is that he might be banned, but his influence is here more than ever. If anything, banning him probably actually made him more influential, to be honest, because now his clips are going to be circulated even more. And he's put he's put so much out there that you're not going to be able to get rid of him unless you ban everybody that's like you said, sharing and reposting his stuff. So you're going to have to ban everybody. You're going to have to ban anybody who likes or doesn't like him. You're going to have to ban anybody that's mentioned him, because even the people that don't like him circulate his clips for the same reason that you just said. Drama sells. Conflict and contention is what people are more interested in. I mean, it's a fact that Twitter, the most repeated or retweeted tweets are the ones that people are upset by. People don't repeat stuff they like, that's positive. If they like it, they just say, "Oh, I like that," and they keep driving. But if it's something that pisses them off, then they retweet it. Then they retweet it a million times. All the reality TV shows is got to be chocked full of drama and people fighting each other and arguing and talking about each other behind each other's back. You can't have a reality TV show where everybody gets along. It's not going to get any ratings.
No, you can't.
It's not going to get any ratings. So that's what people want to see. Even when it comes to celebrities, you don't want to hear positive stuff about celebrities. You want to hear drama. You want to hear so-and-so's getting divorced. You want to hear so-and-so cheated on so-and-so. So-and-so's pregnant by somebody else. That's what you want to hear. This guy's bankrupt. This guy is, getting his stuff repossessed. That's the kind of stuff you want to hear. So definitely we're in some awkward times as far as what we give our attention to. But thank you for once again giving your opinion. I like how he mentioned that women wear makeup because they know men fall in love with what they see, and men tell lies because women fall in love with what they hear. It's the truth.
Very true.
It's the truth. So we definitely got to do that makeup conversation. I asked some other girls, they're down. So I just need to design the format of it because I want it to have some kind of be uniformic in a way. So I'm thinking if the girls could send in like their best photo or maybe short video with no makeup, and then we could do the interview dolled up to the T. And I think that would be fun and interesting because guys like to see that contrast, right?
So you want a transitional video of like me without makeup, and then like at the end of the video with the makeup, right?
No, I'm thinking you could just send like a short video with you, like a minute or less, with no makeup, or it even could be like you introducing yourself, like, "Hi, my name is, I'm this amount of years old. This is where I'm from."
Because I have videos with no makeup.
Right. Well, I mean, you could make one in 1 minute, but just basically answering those questions: my name, my age, where I'm from, my nationality. And maybe real quick, what makeup means to you, and that that will just be the clip, and then the actual interview we do with you, dolled up with your best makeup, and then that way the guys can kind of see and decide for themselves, because I think that's an interesting conversation to have, because there are guys that are married or live with women, and their complaint is she doesn't wear makeup enough anymore. And I've seen it. Trust me, I've seen it. The wife will spend 3-4 days with her husband without putting makeup on. But then the moment she has to go out, you know, into the world and go see strangers, then she puts the makeup on. And it's like, yo, hold on. How do you?
No, it's not. Well, you know, when we go out to the grocery store, you know, I mean, why not? You know.
No, but you gotta
I'm
understand.
just gonna be at home.
You gotta understand from a man's perspective. He's like, a word. Oh, so I don't get the makeup, but strangers get the makeup. You know what I'm saying? You're like, what
But
the?
yes, I understand. Some women, I don't know. For me, it's true. I really don't wear makeup if I'm at home. But if we go out, usually
Hold on, time out. We go out or when you go out? Because the we part is good.
We.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it later. Save it.
No, well, like you said, you hang out with people who are married. You're with people around. I'm not someone who goes out with single friends. I don't have single friends.
Okay.
So I'm already part of that realm where I'm used to being with couples. Or if I'm going out, it's really just me. If I'm going out by myself, I'm definitely not dressing up because I don't want the attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already annoying enough. You know, like.
Okay.
Anyways.
All right. Well, listen. Thank you for coming on. I'm gonna call somebody else and bug them with Tate questions. But guys, take note. You see the man has the shades. You see he's always got the baldy fresh. You never seen the 5 o'clock shadow on his head. You know, he looks like he probably smells good. Nice watch, but it's not over the top. Nice suit, but it's not over the top. Pay attention. All right. Fingernails, keep them clean. There's a lot to be said about all those aesthetics. So I want to see guys constantly keeping that in the forehead. Stop letting these women beat us. Stop it. Because the women make sure that their appearance is put together. They make sure they smell good. We need to be doing the same, is what I'm saying. Because that's the leverage they use over you. You see what I mean? That's the leverage that they have over us. So if you're already out earning women, which you should be, you need to be keeping up with everything else. Don't go for beauty. Go for handsome. Okay? And also etiquette. There's a lot to be said about the etiquette. Right? So the elbows on the table during discussions, not during dinners. So get into the etiquette. I'm going to eventually put together some video about table etiquette because I know a thing or two about it. I learned it in England. But I think all these little things are important to building up your GQ and your attractiveness, because there's something my aunt used to always say, and it kind of stuck with me. You can't buy class. So I don't want guys to think, oh, that's just for when I make more money, and that's when I get a raise and I get a promotion and I finally get my business off the ground. No, you'll just be making more money, okay? You won't necessarily have more class because that's something you have to learn and develop over time. So I say that as to say, start working on your class and your etiquette from now. so that when your buddy's there, you know how to behave and act in expensive restaurants and around people that make money and earn money, because a lot of times that's the deal breaker. And a lot of guys don't realize that. They're trying to network, they're trying to get a gig, they're trying to get someone to hire them or someone to become a client or something like that. And the person is like, I don't know, I think we're going in a different direction, but thank you, or we'll think about it. And really what it is you got dirty ass fingernails. Okay? Or you don't know how to order certain wines or champagnes. You see what I mean? It'd be little things like that. And they look at that and they say, yeah, this person is not coming with the right sophistication. I don't want to be associated with them. Okay? And it's gonna turn them off if they have that experience of being classy. So just keep that in mind, guys. I just wanted to put that out there because I think a lot of guys pick that up from Tate, but they're not putting their finger on it. I think it's one of the things guys admire about him, but they haven't made the mental connection and realized that that's something that took him time, that you also need to work on. Because let's face it, the guy's a kickboxer or former kickboxer, so majority of the world is expecting him to come off as a brute. That's what they expect. They expect him to be an ignorant brute who thinks that everything is solved with violence. So it probably makes them uncomfortable that he's actually coming to them like a savant. It probably throws them off because they're like, wait a minute, this guy's supposed to be a violent caveman. He's not supposed to be an intellect. Okay?
That's right.
So
and he's
yeah,
making sense.
exactly. So work on those things, guys.
Can't argue with that.
Work on your vocabulary, all that type of stuff. And yeah, we're out of here. So I'll see you again soon. We'll set something up. And send me your girlfriends. If you hear any of your girlfriends say something about Tate or anything like that, say, Allende's going to want to talk to you.
Who did I hear about it? I don't remember, honestly, but I don't know. Anyways,
Just keep your.
You know, I moved out here. I moved out here, so I really don't have like.
No. It could be girls from H Town. Yeah. It could be girls from back home. That works too. All right. All right. Let's get up out of here. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Guys, follow her on all our platforms. What are all your things?
Yes.
The Best Candy.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much, guys, for watching us. Please do like and subscribe. This is my The Best Candy name. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and Facebook as well. For my TikTok, it's The Best Candy too. So I hope to see you guys there.
All right, we're out of here. Peace.